Cyril Ramaphosa will be visiting the community of KaNyamazane in Mpumalanga. Protesting community members have been calling for Ramaphosa to visit the area. They want government to fix their homes that were damaged by hailstorms in May. We speak to our reporter Lindo Kuhle now, who has an update on this story. Lindo, finally, the people of KaNyamazane are being listened to, it would seem.
Well, good evening to you, Vuyo. Certainly some good development for the community of KaNyamazane. We understand that a delegation was sent from the community leaders going to Luthuli House to engage with the office of the Secretary General of the ANC. And what they were basically going there to say was that they want the president to come to this area, and that was their effort to ensure that not just their protests, but of course this visit it makes it clear that they want the president in the area. It's kind of a mixed messages that are coming out of the press conference that we just had now. You know, you'd understand that if they get what they want, of course, there's no commitment from the president. But if they get this, if they get this commitment without, of course, the date, you'd understand that they would want to halt or suspend their protest. But it seems that we are getting underlying messages from the leadership here saying that they will be continuing with the protest. But when we later ask questions such as how would you want to continue with such protests when the government has actually tried to give you what you want, even though you do not have a date, but they then reverted to saying that they will be trying to have a meeting tomorrow with the community and get mandate from them. But as far as I can tell, as far as we analyzing the situation, there are underlying connotations from the leadership assuming or insinuating that the protest might continue despite the fact that they've gotten this commitment from the government.
I'm wondering, Lindo, how much of the hardening of attitudes on the part of the community has a lot to do with how their leaders treat them. I watched earlier your interview with the Premier, where she was saying, the anger directed at her was being exaggerated, or the people's rejection of her was being exaggerated. And you pointed out that you and the other journalists who have been covering this story are reporting on what you are seeing and what you are hearing people saying and doing.
Well, I think one of the things that is clear as daylight is the fact that there are divisions, not just among the leaders themselves, but of course there are divisions even on the ground, even the community members themselves. I mean, we saw those live visuals that you're referring to coming to us and unfolding as such that the Premier was accepted in the area. The Premier was taken to a tour by some of the residents in the area. And even further, we got a comment from one of the elderly ladies that we spoke to who says that, at some point they wanted the Premier to come and present to them what she wanted to say to them when she was trying to come and address them, because they want their houses fixed, which is a priority. But you'd question then that who sends these leaders or community leaders, and who gives them mandate on what to do? Because right now, yesterday they even said that the protest will continue. Today they are insinuating the same thing, but reverting back to the fact that they will be speaking to community members and getting mandate from them. But it's a divided community in that regard. I mean, I was speaking to even one of the interviews we had earlier of that man whose house was completely demolished, and what he's saying to me is that yes, we understand that the protest might continue and stuff, but can't we prioritize fixing houses first, or ensuring that some of us who do not even have a roof over our heads, or rather a house to sleep in with that sale that is put as a contingency plan for those who are damaged roofs? Can't we prioritize these things? But the leaders saying that they are fighting for the community, generic responses. So the leadership of this community, Bravuyo, if I can just put it clearly to you, is that first and foremost the mandate that they got from the community members is then questioned as to there are residents who are saying that, can you help us? And can you help us in terms of fixing these houses? But they keep on saying that they are representing the very same people who are living in these conditions.
Okay, that's why we're going to leave it, Lindo, in KaNyamazane, bring us an update after days of